Alrighty, guys. Time to wrap it up for today. It's 3:30. It is Monday, December 22nd. Christmas week has begun, and it's been a pretty sloppy day, I had to say. Definitely the holding the high. So we didn't get that sell-off I thought we were going to get. A couple of attempts. I tried to take it lower, but nothing serious. So I think we may have a little late in the season Santa rally. It's a couple of days before Christmas. So we're up. We are up, up, up. And I watched it this morning, trying to figure out what to do. It wasn't moving a whole lot. It's been, and as I said, it's been pretty sloppy on the dynamics. So I haven't really done a whole lot of trading. I took one trade on the Nasdaq and realized that yeah, that's not going to work well. So it's been slow, not very good follow through, but slow trading. So if you get into a trade, and some of those moves has been pretty good in terms of how they dynamically move, but it's just slow. So I have to be patient. But they're up here against. They have taken out the 69.30. Like, yeah, holding right at it now, trying to take it out. So if we can hold here and take, or potentially hold it, take it close higher, we'll be solidly on the side of the move to the upside. So we are super close, 69.50, and we'll be making new highs. I'm thinking we can do that. I'm thinking that the tax selling is over and we're getting a late in the season little Santa rally, and we are just going to smile and take it. We're building value at the highs, unless if for some reason close below that 69.10. At that point, I'm going to take off the long buyers. But right now, I would be looking. I'm going to adjust this edge down to that 69.25 level and then 69.10. If they close below 69.10, we'll be back range bound. But at this point, starting off with a slight bias to the upside, let's see how far they can take it. So the potential Santa rally keeps going here. But as I said, I know I did non-ES trades. I did one Nasdaq trade that was early on here. It was or not. So it was in the slop here in the middle. Right. So if I show you what it was right here, and then when it went back to the midpoint, it was trading back and forth in a tight channel. I tried fading that channel. It just sat there going back and forth. I didn't have enough to go to break even, so I moved it to break even, and then it just got knocked out, and that was about it. So didn't do much about it. But that's kind of where the whole thing ended up. So I didn't. So after that, I realized like, yeah, this is just not going anywhere. So they thought they took it a bit lower, then they had one little FU moves here, run it right up here, shook out anyone. We're just fading the edges like that, you know. And then now we've been down, holding a little bit at the just shy of the volume weighted mean. So I would start off range bound on the Nasdaq as well. Both of them looks like they are definitely in a spot where they can potentially can take this higher. Nasdaq has a little bit more to do though before I really get excited about it. And as you can see here, they are up against it. They in the morning they were up here to the spot where we could get excited, but right now they're below that 730s. If they can hold above 730s, I'm going to stay on the long side. Right now, I'm going to just start off range bound and see if they can hold it. But they are up against an upper edge, the volume edge right here at the 730, 740s. And if they can't take it out, I'm going to stay range bound on this guy. So in Nasdaq, a little bit weaker, but it's starting off range bound on a Nasdaq. Looking for a failure, I take out 730. It could be a nice short trade setting up there, or potentially against the 800s. But given that we have a potential Santa rally going, I'm not going to necessarily look aggressive for that short. I'll be just range bound, looking at fading these edges, inner edges, outer edges. If they trade below that 640s, we are back range bound. If they trade above the 730s, I'm going to be on the long side of this. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Pretty tight range, but I mean, just that one trade, and I realized like, yeah, this is just not moving very fast or very, very well. It's a lot of rotations back and forth. But if you get on a little move like this, you had to be patient. I mean, you get on a good spot there and they can hold it, then yeah, but the rotations inside each of these bars has been pretty brutal. So it's hard to stick with it when that happens. Or when it really moves like that, you don't get a shot. You have to kind of buy the high and then just give up all your trade location and hope that it keeps going. But I don't want to trade like that. I want to be a little bit less aggressive and get in on an interbar pullback if I can, if I'm looking at a long trade. But as in some of these opportunities has been not very obvious, and some of these runs has been yeah fine. So if you get in on a pullback like that, that would be probably the best way to do it. But it's just difficult. So, but you don't know if that pullback is a stop here at the mean. If it's okay, did it stall, and it's going to start heading back up. So you don't really have any directional move, just kind of flopping around. So Anyway, so on the ES, we're starting with a slight bias to the upside. On the Nasdaq, we're starting off range bound. Watch the Nasdaq edge here at 730. So if they can take that out, we'll be back on the long side. All right. And then and the bonds, finally the bonds, we are looking at a non-event. I was watching it, I was tempted for a second, but I mean they started taking this lower, and as you can see here, if you were trying to get short, get long against that O3s, you had sat in that thing, you had two ticks, and then they took it back again. Then you had a faded heat, it took a couple of ticks of heat, and they're back, and it just hasn't gone anyway. So that's a super tight range, not worth trading. It's like there's better days than that to trade on the bonds. So no trades on the bonds. Well, back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and let's say, take a look at the news for tomorrow morning. So we got news coming out, I believe. We talked a little bit about that this morning. The news for tomorrow is 8:30. We get durable goods, GDP, corporate profits, industrial production at 9:15, and then consumer confidence and new home sales at 10. And 5-year auction at 1. So that's what we got on the schedule for tomorrow. The durable goods number is also scheduled for Wednesday. So I'm not sure if that durable goods is going to be coming out at 8:30 tomorrow or not, but we'll find out. If not, there's one scheduled 8:30 on Wednesday, the 24th, and that's Christmas Eve. So, guys, this is getting pretty close to Christmas. Countdown, 2 days left, and we're there. Yay. Anyway, we'll wrap it there, guys. So, yes, one trade on the NASDAQ. Yesterday, a shakeout, slipped a tick, so I'm down 50 cents. That's about it. So I haven't been more aggressive. Today is one of those days. If you're trying to be aggressive trading today, you just get your head handed to you. So you have to be patient, and that's one of my big issues. Trying to be patient about it. But today I managed, so we'll see, and we'll go at it again tomorrow. See if we get some more action. Ready, guys? You have a good evening, and I'll see you back in the morning. Later.